School districts across the state are keeping a close eye on the latest COVID numbers as more students return to the classroom. As our Jason Berry tells us, having kids back on campus still presents a number of challenges, especially for school nurses.
You would think during the current health crisis, every school would have a nurse on campus. But that's not a mandatory requirement in Arizona, which means some schools are better equipped to handle COVID-19 cases than others. It's a job that doesn't normally get a lot of attention, but all that's changed. School nurses are now front and center in the fight to stop the spread of COVID-19.
Where our isolation areas are.
Jennifer Pearson is a school nurse at 2 elementary schools in Mesa. She says the current health crisis has created added pressure and responsibility, trying to protect the health of students and staff.
We're coming up to allergy season and cold and flu season, and it's how do you learn to assess these kids and kind of figure out if you think it's an allergy versus a COVID symptom versus a flu symptom. If they have one symptom of COVID, we have to immediately go into COVID-like triaging, isolating them away from other kids, putting them in our isolation areas, going through our full COVID assessments, calling parents.
COVID-19 has brought to light the need for more school nurses. A number of schools across the state don't have a nurse, and many that do have to cover more than one campus.
Most schools are kind of doing with what they have.
Tina Mahoney with the School Nurses Organization of Arizona tells us federal grant money that came in this summer helped a number of districts hire nurses to better handle coronavirus concerns. Schools are also bringing in health assistants, but they can't replace the skills of a registered nurse.
That ability to problem solve and critically think and assess the kids and decide who to send home and who not to send home really is heightened, and we are all, as health professionals, being very conservative and following Maricopa County guidelines for what kiddos to send home and what kiddos that we can treat.
Now, there was a bill introduced to the state legislature back in 2008 that would have required all public school districts have a registered nurse on campus. But that bill failed to pass. In Phoenix, Jason Berry for Arizona's Family.